time right here?
First of all, congratulations. I really love the ending of this film. I think it was a powerful way to close the arc of every character. But let's talk about Strangers, the whole franchise. This project has gone through several creative transformations since its original conception. What specifically changed in the direction of the story? And at what point do you realize that the movie needed to be in 3 chapters?
We knew from the get-go that we were making a 4.5-hour psychological horror epic. And we, on purpose, broke it down into 3 movies. It was a great opportunity for a director to tell this kind of a big arc story of a character who is a subject to this horrific random attack, refuses to be victimized, and becomes a woman who is completely changed by the end of the 3 movies. But it wasn't easy, and a lot of things changed along the way. First of all, our original concept was that the movies would come out maybe 3 months apart or something like that. It would really be a series of movies. Technical reasons, there actually ended up being a year and a half between the first and the second movie. So that gave us pause. It kind of broke the rhythm, and we felt like we needed to rework the second and the third movie to make it fit the new reality. So that was one crucial step. And of course, we analyzed also when we saw the first movie, what worked, what we didn't feel worked so well, and how could we enhance this journey. And then the second movie became kind of a bridge from the first movie to the third movie, and third movie being the conclusion. So if the first movie was a home invasion movie, the second movie was a chase movie, and the third movie is a psychological conclusion and a payoff to what these characters have gone through, both the victim and the perpetrator, how they have changed, how their chemistry has changed each other, and trying to make a story that feels honest and feels realistic, yet still quite surprising.
Perfect. So when it comes to the technical part, like when it comes to storytelling, each film traditionally follows the 3-act structure. How did you approach directing and shooting the entire trilogy without losing that balance on each chapter?
That was a challenge, and in a way we decided that this movie is 4.5 hours long, and the first movie is the first act, and the second movie is the second act, and the third movie is the third act. So they don't have quite the traditional arc of each movie having those acts, because they are really sort of meant to be lived together. I'm not saying that if you haven't seen the previous movies, you wouldn't enjoy the third movie. It's not that you have to understand everything that's happened before. You can still enjoy it as its own twisted story, but it helps. And ultimately, I hope in the future, I'll have all the 3 movies together, and people then can really see it the way it was meant to be told.
Perfect. So I want to highlight the cinematography, the atmosphere, and overall the tone of this final chapter. I love the ending. However, I was doing some reading on the production, and there were some reshots from my understanding, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
And I thank you for complimenting the cinematography, because we put a lot of energy into how we wanted the movie to look and feel, the colors that we were using, the lenses that we were using, and also sound was very important to me, because this movie, in certain ways, in certain areas, is very quiet, and the sound plays a character in the movie, and it was just a matter of really trying to pull all those things together in this third chapter, make it a movie that would feel as the payoff to everything that we've done before.
Perfect. Finally, I'd like to talk about Maya Lucas, the character that we've been following since chapter 1, her psychological journey and internal traumas. evolved significantly throughout the entire trilogy. How did you approach in shaping that emotion and the mental transformation?
That was just technically a big challenge because we were shooting the movies on top of each other, and make sure that she is always mentally and physically in the right place, so that the crew understands how to, capture that. And she, natural instinct for anybody would be to dial your emotions to 12 in every scene, but how to keep in mind where we are in the 3 different movies and the whole journey, the arc of it. That was a challenge for her, and thanks to her talent and hard work, and I was there to help her and have charts about everything that we could figure out where we are in each scene. And it was a collaboration, a very close collaboration, and an unusual one, because usually you would make a movie and then you make a sequel maybe a few years later, but now we had to do it all together. So it was thanks to her talent that she was able to do it.
Perfect. So I just received an email from Tamara. I think our time is up right here. Thank you again for that interview. And don't forget to watch The Strangers Chapter 3 in theaters this weekend. Otherwise, someone will be knocking on your door. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Really appreciate it.